This is Sunrise Extra, streaming live on Wave Now.
Hi there, good morning to you. 7 o'clock on this Friday. Olivia taking the day off. You guys have big weekend plans?
No, actually not. Think about it.
I gotta find another recipe for the slow cooker.
Ooh.
That's my mission.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm going to do the Halloween parade and do Halloween.
I think I'm going to Airport Park tonight.
Oh, fun.
I think we're doing the Chocolate Lantern Spectacular. I'm not entirely sure.
It's so pretty.
It is pretty. And can you believe I've never done it before?
I can't.
So I think that's our date night. For those of you heading out this morning, we are all sitting in the 30s. So we're off to a pretty chilly start. 32 degrees in Hardinsburg, Shelbyville, Frankfurt, 39 now at the airport in Louisville, 30 into Jeffersonville. So everybody's cold. We are watching the upper level clouds streaming in right now, patiently waiting for the sun to come up over the horizon. But once we get into this afternoon, we'll see highs back into the upper 50s and the low 60s across the region with some of those upper level clouds overhead. Once we get into the weekend, plenty of clouds around the region. So it is going to be a bit of a gloomier weekend and chilly with those highs in the 50s and low 60s. But at least as of right now, it looks mainly dry. We don't really see rain chances going up until at least Sunday evening into Sunday night, and a lot more of that rain trying to show up for the first half of next week. Rob.
Tawana, thanks so much. Keeping our eyes on the roadways. Happy Friday morning to you at 7:01 if you're just joining us. Glad to have you along. Happy to report no major issues out there on the interstates. We are watching a stalled car. That's just at 264 at Bardstown Road. You see it right there where that white sign is just beyond that. Otherwise, things looking pretty good out there this morning. Dry conditions, and we hope it stays like that throughout the day. This is 265 at Tunnel Lane. No problems out there at all. And if you are heading out on the major metros using 65, your commutes into the major areas looking right around 10 minutes or under at this point. We'll keep an eye on it. But for right now, let's send it back over to you, Shannon.
Thank you. The sports world is reacting after a sweeping nationwide bust tied to illegal gambling that involved a former UofL men's basketball player. Former Card and current NBA player Terry Rozier was among the more than 30 people arrested across 11 states in 2 gambling investigations. Rozier played for the Cards from 2013 to 2015. The FBI accuses Rozier of exploiting private information about players to help gamblers win bets. In one example, investigators say he told a friend he was going to prematurely remove himself from a game in the first quarter, and that allowed gamblers who had the inside information to win big on prop bets related to his statistics.
Members of the group placed more than $200,000 in wagers on his under statistics. Rozier exited the game after just 9 minutes, and those bets paid out, generating tens of thousands of dollars in profit.
After appearing in court, Rozier's lawyers said he's not a gambler and looks forward to winning this fight. The head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, Chauncey Billups, was also arrested. The FBI says he worked with the New York crime family to fix rigged poker games. Both have been put on leave by the NBA. For the first time in a few years, UofL men's basketball is ranked. They're 11th in the AP preseason poll, and there's a lot of excitement heading into this season. It's head coach Pat Kelsey's second year with the Cards. Let's get to Marissa Burke. She's He's joining us live with a preview of tonight's game, and KFC Yum Center, I'm sure, will be packed.
Oh, absolutely. UofL is building off of last season's momentum, and they're going to be coming into this one hot. Last year, they won a total of 27 games and only lost 8. Tip-off for tonight's game is at 7:30 when they take on the 19th-ranked Kansas. Now, when we look at game attendance, comparing Coach Pat Kelsey's first year and Coach Kenny Payne's last season, we see that thousands more fans have been showing up to Coach Pat Kelsey's games compared to Coach Payne's. Now, overall, roughly 25,000 more fans came out to UofL games under Coach Pat Kelsey in his first year compared to Coach Payne's, and there was even an extra game when we look at the statistics overall. Coach Kelsey says, now while this isn't a regular game tonight, he expects his team to put on a show.
But I mean, obviously, Coach Self and I could talk and say we could do the scrimmage however the heck we want it, because we're not subject to any type of rules. We could do 24-second shot clock if we want it. We could do whatever we want it. I haven't heard from him, and I haven't reached out to him, so I'm just assuming it's a game and the ball's going to go up, and we're just going to stink and hoop.
Now, it may be a little chilly outside, but it's going to be hot in the KFC Yum Center because it's going to be like a party. The KFC Yum Center is celebrating the 15th anniversary of them opening the arena along with tonight's game. So lots of action, lots of fun. Again, a big game tonight as Cards look to start their season off right and pack the Yum Center one game at a time. Tip-off is at 7:30. Back to you, Shannon.
Thanks, Marissa. People in Norton Commons say they are shocked after they found out one of their neighbors, who's a social media influencer, is accused of possessing and sharing child pornography. An arrest report says Michael Booth was using the social media app Kick to share child porn images. Investigators say the images were shared more than 15 times. Booth is a popular social media influencer, goes by the name Mr. Crafty Pants. He has close to 1 million followers on all his social media platforms. His work focuses on arts and crafts tutorials. We spoke to some of Booth's neighbors who say they couldn't believe this could be happening so close to them.
Seeing that was extremely sobering, realizing that that was just right across the street from us. So yeah, I think everyone was just kind of hit with this realization that you never know what's going on.
A judge set Booth's bond at $100,000. He's due back in court October 31st. But this case is raising questions about children's safety on the internet and what parents can do to monitor online activity. A recent study finds 1 in 12 kids are being exposed to sexual exploitation and abuse online. And those people could be anyone, including influencers. Media psychologist Joanne Broder encourages parents to take an active role in monitoring who their child is communicating with online.
You know, it's our job as parents to keep them safe. If the kids are resistant and it's like, well, who are you to look into my account or I'm your parent.
Well, the app at the center of the case, again, is called Kick, K-I-K. Groups like the National Center on Sexual Exploitation say it's a predator's paradise. Kick prioritizes anonymity with no profile picture or real name required. In 2023, investigators found 70% of Kick's users were between 13 and 24 years old. Kick has since added an age restriction. People have to be 18 years old to join the app. Parents have multiple options if a child would become a victim to an inappropriate online exchange. That includes reaching out to law enforcement and an attorney. A man's in jail and now picking up new charges after a grand jury indicted him for murder. LMPD says Fragast Ford shot and killed a man on Patton Court in May. Ford is in the custody of the Kentucky Department of Corrections on unrelated charges. Police have not released a motive for the shooting. He'll appear in court to be arraigned on the new murder charge Monday. The downtown Louisville skyline could soon get a new neighbor as city leaders give the thumbs up to making the construction site for 140 West, that's a proposed new 27-story building, user-friendly. Rob is back with details, and they'll even make that user-friendly during construction.
Yeah, that's the plan, Shannon. 140 West, with an estimated price tag of $175 million, slated to include a hotel with 300 rooms, a first-floor restaurant, rooftop bar, even a swimming pool. We first told you about this plan in July 2024. The plan is still moving forward, with the tower to ultimately be built at the corner of Market and 2nd Streets. The executive director of the Downtown Louisville Development Project tells me this week approval was given to also create a green space near that sleek new tower. The area around the site slated for demolition and clearing in 2026. The bottom line, officials want to make the new place welcoming for visitors coming to check out our city and a place to stay, but offer a park-like setting that everybody can enjoy year-round. New York-based company Zio is behind the master plan and design. The company already has other properties in Nulu, but this is by far the most ambitious so far.
What the approval that they just received from the Downtown Development Review Overlay was for some green space and for it to be an enjoyable area for the public before they start construction.
When we first learned of the proposal, Zio CEO Nick Campesano said at the time that he's hopeful that if everything turns out right, he'll get a hotel tenant and begin construction soon. Of course, we'll keep you posted as we learn more. Shannon, back over to you.
Thank you. Well, we're still months away from the kickoff to another Kentucky Derby Festival season, but tickets to some of their events go on sale today. This includes the Dillard Spring Fashion Show, Bourbonville, and the Great Steamboat Race. All the fun kicks off March 26th. So those tickets go on sale at 10 o'clock this morning. You can go to kdf.org to get those tickets and more information about the events. And Wave is your official Kentucky Derby station. Kentucky Derby will run on May 2nd of next year. Well, we have some recall alerts to tell you about this morning. An egg recall will tell you which brands tested positive for salmonella. Target is planning to lay off about 1,000 corporate employees. Their incoming CEO made that announcement in an email to employees. The company announced it will also not fill 800 positions that are currently open. Together, that will impact about 8% of Target's global corporate workforce. The company says the layoffs and changes will help Target be better positioned for the future. A recall alert to tell you about this morning. The FDA says more than 6 million eggs are being recalled for possible salmonella contamination. Officials say the Black Sheep Egg Company recalled hundreds of thousands of egg cartons last month after testing found 7 strains of salmonella. Those eggs were distributed to stores nationwide under various brand names. Ken's Hens is also recalling its grade AA large pasture-raised eggs because of the same concern. No related illnesses have been reported so far. If you bought the eggs, you're asked to bring them back to the store. You'll get a refund, and you can find more information on the FDA's website. Also being recalled, thousands of curling irons because of a burn hazard. The product is the Bionic 1-inch long barrel curling iron made by J&D Brush. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the barrel of that curling iron can snap and then come off, and that obviously creates a burn hazard. The recall covers about 350,000 curling irons. They were sold in stores like Ulta, Sephora, Amazon. There have been over 200 reports, too, of the curling iron barrel detaching with multiple minor burn injuries. And yeah, that would hurt. Those things can get hot.
They really can. So hopefully everybody's staying safe and warm this morning. For anybody heading out right now, though, it's about the cold weather. Notice Shannon and I both went for the sleeves today because we are not taking any chances with this cold. We have high pressure in control of our weather. Notice, plenty of clouds off towards our west. Here's the thing, though. These are mainly upper level clouds. So as they stream in, we're still going to get plenty of sunshine in your forecast. Watching a couple of those upper level clouds already in our area on our satellite and radar. And we're just looking at the beginnings of what will be a gorgeous sunrise peeking into Simpsonville and our SkyTrack camera there. Temperatures on the cold side, 32 degrees for those of you in Shelbyville, 37 into Paoli, 39 now at the airport in Louisville. One of our colder locations, 30 degrees in Jeffersonville. Across the metro, continuing to watch a lot of those low to mid 30s to start off the day. But our coldest spot that I have seen on our sensors, Palmyra, you're at 28 degrees. So yeah, you're going to be dealing with the frost on your windshield. If you parked outside, you're going to have to deal with that car heating up a little bit slower this morning. So just keep that in mind as you're getting ready for the day. But grab the sunglasses in addition to the coat or jacket or even the hoodie this morning. Once we get into the afternoon, we are going to really just warm into the upper 50s and the low 60s. So right where we were yesterday. Now, more of these mid to upper level clouds move in for tonight into early tomorrow morning. This is why we won't be as cold to start off your Saturday. Temperatures then in the upper 30s and the low 40s. Here is your 10-day. We have a lot going on tomorrow and so much. Can't even cover it all. But of course, we're watching the weather for the UofL football game. If you're going there for Saturday evening, that game tips off at 7:30 against Boston College. Your temperatures are going to be in the 50s and low 60s. So it would be chilly while you are tailgating. Something tells me that somebody probably will have some really good chili and barbecue there. So you'll be just fine. If you're heading to the Halloween parade in Nulu for tomorrow afternoon, going to be in the 50s and 60s for that as well. And basically just in the 50s for the Lou City matchup against Hartford. And this is going to be their last regular season game. By the way, you are encouraged to dress up in a Halloween costume for that game, too. So that makes it extra fun. Once we roll into Sunday, we are going to be talking about those temperatures in the 50s for highs. Watching for rain chances going up once we roll into your Sunday evening and Sunday night, because that's when we can get the atmosphere a little bit more saturated. Getting into Monday, some more of those scattered showers. Same thing for Tuesday, Wednesday, as this low tracks across the Ohio Valley. Current trends have us drying out on Thursday, but keeping things chilly with highs still in the upper 40s and low 50s. Then Halloween, the cool temperature is not going anywhere, but at least we're looking dry for right now and seeing much the same for the following weekend. Shannon?
Thank you. Yeah, trick-or-treating in the rain or the snow or the sleet, that is not fun at all. Hey, I'm in this studio over here. I have some friends with me, and they're taking your phone call. You can call right now and get a $100 raffle ticket and also help Norton Children's Hospital at the same time. So the number to call is 502-571-3333. So what could you win? How about this? A brand new house in Norton Commons, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, valued at more than $1 million. Or instead of the house, you can take $750,000 in cash. There's that option too. But isn't this house so beautiful? That kitchen island, 9 feet long. Here's the primary bedroom. It's on the first floor. If you want to see this in person and you should. You can go tomorrow or Sunday from 11 until 3. They have open houses. It's built by David Ramage of Ramage Company, and the interiors are by Beas, B-E-A-S. It is just so pretty. Now, you could also win this, a brand new 2026 BMW X1 from BMW of Louisville, plus $10,000 in cash. So again, that number to call is 571-3333. Buy that $100 raffle ticket. You can also go online, homeandbmwraffle.com. Now, they limit this too. Only 18,000 tickets are available. So get your ticket. Good luck. You can also scan that QR code right now. And the winner will be chosen at the Snowball Gala on November 22nd. Silicon, the infamous Louvre heist, reminds a local museum about a similar situation that happened in Louisville. We'll tell you about a stolen art piece coming up. Well, with the Louvre Museum in Paris being robbed, we took a look back at a similar thing that happened in our area. The Speed Art Museum didn't have anything stolen from them, but it did have actually stolen art in the museum for many years, and no one even knew about it for decades. In 2011, officials at the museum discovered they had stolen artwork unknowingly in their possession, and this is that piece. It's a triptych. It was taken from an Italian residence in the 1970s before it made its way to a reputable art dealer in New York. The Speed Art Museum found out from Homeland Security the item was part of a major theft. We spoke with officials at the museum about how they handled that.
So it was clear to us this work of art did not belong to us, and it was important that we return it, which we did. We created an exhibition around this because we wanted to be fully transparent and to draw attention to art theft and how museums behave responsibly.
Also, graphics of the evidence were presented alongside that piece of work when it was on display at the Speed. The artwork was ultimately returned to the Italian government. Thanks to a new program and support, UofL students will help families in underserved parts of Louisville get the health care they need. The Cardinal Direction Clinic will soon be open in the Beachmont neighborhood. Students in the college's School of Medicine will provide services and get hands-on experience. SOS International donated $16,000 worth of exam tables, filing cabinets, and other equipment to make sure the clinic would be ready to work.
We learned that, there's no shortage of inequity in Louisville nor around the world. And the way to address that is not one person doing one thing. It's a lot of people coming together to provide an overall common goal of helping those and meeting them where they are.
Patients can find the clinic at the Holy Name Catholic Church on South 3rd Street. It opens to the public November 5th. Some elementary school students are getting a head start at choosing a career they may want to explore. Second graders at Christian Academy of Indiana had a Careers on Wheels event. Students toured a number of vehicles too, like fire trucks, tractors, and dump trucks, and they got to talk to the pros.
I like them to be able to see that the people that are here in our community enjoy what they do. And that helps our students to know that, hey, one day I'm going to grow up and I get to make a decision and I know that I enjoy this and I want to make a difference in this area. It's very cool to watch that and see the connection for our kids.
And some of the kids even dressed up as what they want to be when they grow up. Some of Louisville's tiniest new residents got into the Halloween spirit with help from the staff at Norton Children's Hospital. These babies are in the NICU at Norton Women's and Children's Hospital. Nurses dressed them up in adorable costumes for this photo shoot. That's a grandma right there. It puts smiles on the patients' families' faces. They do this every year to celebrate Halloween. Thanks so much for joining us here. I hope you have a great weekend and have a good day. 502-571-3330 is the number to call again to get your raffle ticket to support Norton Children's Hospital.
This Wave News Update is sponsored by Oxmoor Auto Group.
Good morning. I'm Shannon Kogan. Welcome to Friday and welcome to the Wave News Sellathon. For $100, you can help Norton Children's Hospital and win a brand new BMW plus $10,000 cash or this gorgeous new house in Norton Commons valued at more than $1 million. So this sign says, call me. 502-571-3333 is the number to call to get your raffle ticket. Let's send things over to Tawana right now as we have a whole bunch going on this this weekend.
Oh, we have so many events, and the weather is going to mostly behave. Right now, we're seeing some gorgeous sunrises across our region, including this one on our SkyTrack camera in Bardstown. You can see some of those upper-level clouds there overhead, and we'll watch for more of those upper-level clouds streaming in throughout the morning and into the afternoon, still talking about plenty of sunshine for today. We're sitting in the 30s across the region. In fact, most of us are in the low to mid-30s, so bundle up as you are heading out. But layers will be your friend, because once we get into this afternoon, we are going to return to the upper 50s and the low 60s for your afternoon highs. Looking ahead to the next 10 days, we will see the cloudy but mainly quiet weather for this weekend before rain chances really go up Sunday night into Monday. Rob?
Tawana, thanks so much. Keeping our eyes on an active morning out there so far. Just after 7 o'clock, we've got 3 different accidents to talk about affecting the metro. The first one, 71 southbound at I-264. That involves 3 cars in that area as well. Also at 265 at New Cut Road, 3-car crash in that area. And also 265 at Billtown Road, reports of a 3-car crash. So if you are moving out throughout the metro, 71 south, 264, 3 cars, 265 at New Cut, another 3-car incident. If we get more information on those, we will certainly let you know throughout the morning. Now back to the Today Show.